Hello everybody and welcome to this week's edition of Lights, Camera, Akron.
Today we have feature stories on Michelle Obama and LeBron James speaking here at the University of Akron.
We also have stories on Make a Difference Day and an inside look at a new coffee shop here in the city of Akron.
All that and more on Lights, Camera, Akron, which starts right now.
Welcome to Lights, Camera, Akron. I'm your host, Julie Yaki, filling in for Casey Hodgkiss.
And I'm Amanda Marotta. To start off the show, one of our reporters had the opportunity of sitting down with Nathan Mortimer and Margot Olson about E.J. Thomas.
What shows will continue to take the stage? Let's find out.
The Broadway series at E.J. Thomas Hall has long been a staple for the University of Akron as well as the Akron community. However, with recent transitions, many feared that the Broadway series would not happen. But thanks to a new exciting partnership with Cleveland Playhouse Square, the Broadway series at E.J. Thomas Hall will go on as planned.
You know, the shows that we're bringing in over the course of the next 7 months are the same shows, same dates, same times. We just changed promoters to a national presence promoter setting up in Cleveland, which is a huge win for the University of Akron.
If you're wondering if the Broadway series is all EJ has to offer, think again, because E.J. Thomas Hall offers a little something for everyone.
Yeah, we have magicians come out, we have speaker series, we have the plays, we have music, we have concerts. You can really, there's a whole plethora of things to come and watch at E.J. Thomas.
Other non-Broadway performances scheduled for E.J. Thomas Hall will also go on as planned, including performances by
the Akron Symphony. They're usually here about twice a month. And we just had them last weekend, 2 weekends ago. They brought in the music of John Williams. So it was all the Star Trek music, people came in costume. They had a costume contest, so it was kind of exciting for the community to come out and support the Akron Symphony in a different light. Tuesday Musical is usually in the building once a month, and they're definitely a classical venue. They bring in chamber orchestras and more of the classical flair. And after that, we have our Broadway series, which is great for any age. Most of those are kid-friendly, family-friendly, and a perfect time to bring out your family. And other family events we have coming up, for Christmas, we have Tuba Christmas, which is an Akron staple. I think everybody's been to Tuba Christmas at least once. And that's a free event for everyone. We have Deck the Halls, which is done by the School of Music. They have a whole holiday program that they put on.
Although there have been many changes and transitionings happening at the University of Akron as well as E.J. Thomas Hall, both Margot Olson and Nathan Mortimer want the entire University of Akron as well as Akron community to know that E.J. Thomas Hall will continue on with its fantastic as well as world-renowned programs, concerts, and even shopping.
We also have the 35th annual Holiday Craft Show this year, and that is the first weekend in December. For the last 35 years. It's fun to come. You can do some shopping and bring your family.
Like we said earlier, E.J. Thomas Hall offers a little something for everyone. And Nathan Mortimer, CEO of the university, urges the community to come out and support this great facility.
There's a lot of opportunities in Akron and the greater Akron community to do a lot of things. EJ being one. The Civic being another, the Art Museum and the like. But in total, we have an awful lot of things to offer people in the community. Come experience it and come join us.
This has been Julie Yaki with Lights, Camera, Akron. We would like to take a moment to thank Margot Olson from E.J. Thomas Hall as well as Nathan Mortimer.
I'm glad that E.J. Thomas Hall is still being used to entertain the Akron community.
Oh, absolutely, Amanda. Now on to a big event that happened on October 21st. The First Lady Michelle Obama and LeBron James spoke about the scholarships given to the University of Akron by the LeBron James Family Foundation.
Our very own Julie Yaki was able to attend and cover the event. Let's see what happened at the James A. Rhodes Arena.
This is Juliaki, and we are here at the JAR Arena getting ready to go in and see First Lady Michelle Obama as well as LeBron James.
Are you feeling good? Are you feeling proud of yourselves?
Talk about power couple. When First Lady Michelle Obama and Akron's own LeBron James came to the University of Akron's JAR to promote post-secondary education last Wednesday, LeBron, or Mr. LeBron, as Michelle said, spoke to around 2,500 students on his promise to provide scholarships to the U of A.
This is an unbelievable day. I love, like I said, you kids you guys are like the icing on the cake for me.
As you all know, that this man has promised to pay for every single one of you to go to college here at the University of Akron.
Met with a screaming crowd of local boys and girls wearing t-shirts and sweatshirts, donning the theme of the day, We Are Family. LeBron backs up his initiative with the promise to pay for each of their college upon completion of the program.
And paid for, done. Wow, that is a blessing.
The First Lady spoke about how the students were actually her heroes and encouraged each of them to keep working towards their goals as they have opportunities that are endless.
LeBron might be your hero, but you all should know that you all are our heroes. You all are our heroes.
Students of the LeBron James Family Foundation are more than happy to keep their promise of going to school and doing what they need to do so that one day they, too, may be where Michelle Obama stands or even LeBron James.
I would like to be a vet or a pediatrician.
As part of her #ReachHigher mission to get kids committed to education beyond high school, Mrs. Obama urged the group to go on social media to the bettermakeroom.org.
This whole Better Make Room campaign, we launched it on Monday because we want to make room for you and your stories. So instead of everybody always talking about folks like me and LeBron and the next reality TV show, we want them to talk about kids like you.
Not only are students truly grateful for this amazing opportunity, but the parents feel truly blessed that they now don't have to worry about their children having a better future.
You know, knowing that I don't have to worry about her future is amazing.
At the end of the event, LeBron rejoined the First Lady and along with everyone in the audience said the I Promise pledge.
Promise.
I promise
To go to school.
To go to school.
To do all my homework.
to do all my homework,
To listen to my teachers.
to listen to my teachers.
Because they will help me learn.
I don't think anybody wasn't on their feet clapping by the end. So you know what? Keep your promises and who knows? You may end up meeting LeBron James one day or First Lady Michelle Obama. This has been Juliaki with Lights, Camera, Akron. Now back to Casey and Amanda in the studio.
The University of Akron, Ohio's Polytechnic University.
That's an amazing thing that LeBron and Michelle are doing for these children. Unfortunately, we have to take a short break, so don't go anywhere, but we'll be right back with more news and updates. Welcome back from the break. Our very own Cody Ricci covered President Scarborough's State of the Union address.
He addressed the decisions he made at the University of Akron. Let's see what our president had to say about his actions.
On Tuesday, October 20th at E.J. Thomas Hall, President Scarborough stood up in front of faculty, staff, students, and public officials from around Summit County to present his State of the University address.
Thank you, everyone. Welcome. That was quite a build-up. So we've got a great crowd today. Thank you all for coming. I know how busy everyone is. We have some special guests here today that I'd like to recognize before we get started. None more special than our faculty, our staff, our students. So if you're a member of the faculty, the staff, or a student at the University of Akron, would you please stand at this time? Thank you for coming today.
President Scarborough started his university address by telling us the steps the Board of Trustees took when interviewing him for the University of Akron presidency position.
We've got enrollment challenges, we've got fiscal challenges, and we're looking for someone who can help lead us through solving that problem so this institution can continue on its very positive trajectory. I said, again, if you'd have told me anything else, I'm not sure I would have believed you, so this is what I would expect to find. And they wanted to know some of the things that we had done in Toledo to try to turn the corner. I shared some of that with them, and then they posed the question, well, if you were to lead the institution, how long do you think it would take to solve those problems?
After discussing his interview with the board, President Scarborough went into discussing his process for the University of Akron and its future.
And they said, well, tell us about the process. And so on the screen is what I began to outline. I said, the beginning of the process begins with laying out what needs to be accomplished in the first year and of putting the building blocks in place. I said, in the first year, we'll take the first 3 months just to give me an opportunity to learn, to diagnose, to study. I need to learn about the Northeast Ohio higher education market. I need to learn about the culture of this particular university. I need to learn about the team of people who report directly to me. What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses? How well do they work together? I need to get to know the other internal constituencies within the university and outside the university.
President Scarborough talked about his hopes for the University of Akron becoming a national university.
We're at a point in time where the University of Akron is adapting and transitioning in order to respond to changing economic and social conditions and preparing itself to move forward, to elevate. I would suggest to you today it's time for us to think about becoming a national university, not just a regional state university. We must become a university with a wider reach and pull.
President Scarborough talked a little bit about educating the masses.
So we are set up to educate the masses. If you're an elite student, there's a place for you at the University of Akron. If you're a high school student wanting to knock out a few general education courses to get a head start on life, you can do that through the University of Akron and everything in between. We are a system of higher education to educate the masses. We don't judge to whether or not we're successful or not by who we don't admit, okay? We judge whether it's successful or not, whether we take students where they are and help them achieve their dreams at the end of the process.
President Scarborough, in closing, discussed that communication between administration, faculty, and staff is key to the future, and together, the future looks bright.
The motto of this university is what? Fiat lux, let there be light. To ensure that we continue to light a path forward, it is time to exchange a new lamp, once again, for an old. Together, I really believe we can create this new lamp, one that burns brighter than ever before at this university. And all we need is this power of many and our commitment to this future.
Reporting for Lights Camera Akron, I'm Cody Ricci.
I'm glad our president has given us some answers on what is happening here at the university. Now, on to some news in the city of Akron. My co-host Amanda Marotta covered a new coffee shop that has recently opened here in Akron. Let's see what deliciousness is on the way.
Artisan Coffee is located in Akron, just about 10 minutes away from campus. Artisan emphasizes on high-quality, handcrafted products that are accessible to the average person. With friendly staff and pricing, this coffee shop is a perfect place for any college student looking to hang out or just study. All of their products are handmade. They roast their own coffee, make their own syrup, and make their food and pastries from scratch in-house. The chocolate, sugar, and coffee is all fair trade organic. This coffee shop is perfect for a quiet study session or a group hang with your closest friends. Head over to Artisan and grab a cup of handcrafted coffee. I'm Amanda Marotta.
I honestly love this coffee shop. It's one of my favorite places to study or get together with a group of friends.
You know what? I haven't tried it, so you know what? I'm going to have to check it out. But unfortunately, we have to take another commercial break. So go grab a cup of joe. Make a Difference Day was at the University of Akron, and Jade Marshall reports the story.
Jade also speaks with Allie Doring about the importance of this day. Let's see what differences can be made.
On Saturday, October 24th, was the 11th annual Make a Difference Day here at the University of Akron.
Difference Day is the university's largest one day of community service. It's actually a national program, and this is the 11th year that we've participated here at the university.
So what are the activities that students will be participating in when they're volunteering?
Sure, so it depends on the nonprofit. So this year we have 52 different agencies that our students are going to be working with. So some of them are going to be raking leaves with fall cleanup. Maybe it's painting, maybe it's some landscaping, organizing things, or maybe it's just working with the consumers or the clients that are at that specific nonprofit.
Okay, so what do you think is so important that students take away from Make a Difference Day, or why do you think it's special for them to do Make a Difference Day?
Sure. Every year we see a lot of student organizations that come together, or groups of students. So that could be a floor of a residence hall. Maybe that's a class that they're in. But really, I think for them, it's coming together and being able to volunteer with their friends. So they're doing something in the community, something that makes them kind of have those touchy-feely good moments when they walk away, but then they also maybe get to know their friends in a different way. The conversations that you can have volunteering is sometimes fun, just getting to know people in a different light or a different environment.
Students are able to volunteer all over the city of Akron to help out in their community. Students were excited to tell us about their experiences or expectations for this year's Make a Difference Day.
Well, last year I went to the food bank, and I forget, it was like a huge number of families we ended up being able to feed, and it was just a super cool experience, and that the school is able to help like all these people and give them that experience is just really cool.
Because I work on the staff for Make a Difference Day, a lot of our expectations are just making sure that we can get all of the volunteers that we possibly can on campus, and then once they're here today, be able to filter them through the system quickly so that we can get them out to their service projects.
I don't know what we're actually going to do, but I assume it's going to help, either like landscaping or redoing houses and stuff, so I hope that we can actually make a difference.
So can you tell me how this has inspired you to move in your community?
Sure. I actually started volunteering with Make a Difference Day when I was an undergraduate student here. So a good chunk of those 11 years I've been involved with the program. So I think for me, it's really, Make a Difference Day is a great way for students to get to see some of the different nonprofits that we have out there. Sometimes students might know of 2 or 3 of our local nonprofits, but with Make a Difference Day, they get to really see the dynamic need that's in our community. So for me, it's seeing that impact, seeing them get to volunteer with their friends or maybe make new friends. We have a lot of groups that maybe get split up a little bit because they have such big groups. So they maybe will volunteer with some other folks. They get to know people, they talk about their groups, maybe they make new friends or at least new connections.
Well, thank you so much, Allie, for talking with us about Make a Difference Day. Guys, don't forget to register next year to be a part of Make a Difference Day. I'm Jade Marshall from LCA.
You know what, Amanda? I hope more students participate next year and Make a Difference Day.
I totally agree. It's such a great opportunity for students to get involved in the community around them. Now let's take things over to our woman on the street, Heather Daniels.
What did Heather ask students this week? Let's find out.
What is your favorite part about fall?
My favorite part of fall would probably have to be football seasons because, you know, watching the Zips is always great.
Multicolored leaves.
My favorite part about fall would have to be the different colors to the leaves changing.
The leaves falling and the pumpkins and this wonderful time of the year.
Going home and eating all the Thanksgiving food with my family.
I really like the leaves and when they're changing colors and stuff.
Carving pumpkins, I mean, it's creative and also fun at the same time, so it's a win-win situation.
It has to be the clothes. I'm a layerer.
The leaves changing. I like the warm, cozy feeling you get.
Whenever I was younger, my parents used to fly hot air balloons and stuff like that, and most of that takes place in the fall, and just being up there and flying around and just seeing all the trees and the leaves changing colors is definitely one of the favorite things about fall for me.
I love the season of fall because I love the colors that come off the trees, and I also love going to pumpkin patches.
Oh, Amanda, speaking of pumpkin patches, I love the smells of fall. Pumpkin, pumpkin spice, apple pumpkin spice, you name it, I love it.
I totally agree. Now on to our last segment of the night, our Zip Tip.
As we are halfway through the semester, Cortez Grayson gives us a nice study tip.
Looking to improve your grades? Go to Bear's Library for free tutoring. There's a math lab, a writing lab, and tutoring services for all college students. Come check it out. Spend time in the Polsky building and need help studying? There are many resources available. Now here are the do's and don'ts on how to study. One do is to make note cards and rewrite notes to memorize the information.
Don't stay up late at night and cram for a test.
Don't do this because you will lose sleep and you won't perform well on tests. Another don't when studying is to constantly check your phone. It is a huge distraction and will affect your studying in a negative way. Another do is listen to music while you study. The last and most important do is to always give yourself enough time to study. Good luck studying on your next test. I'm Cortez Grayson from Lights Camera Akron, and this has been this week's Zip Tip.
Well, that's all the time we have for today.
We hope you enjoyed our show. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Also, be sure to check us out on Instagram. Thanks for watching Lights Camera Akron. I'm Julie Yaki.
And I'm Amanda Marotta. Thanks so much for co-hosting with me, Julie.
Aw, you know what? Thanks for having me, Amanda. You really made me feel at home.
See you next time.
I'm your host, Julie Yaki, filling in for Keiichi. Amanda.
Like a llama.
Could you do like our very own Cody Reach?
Have you seen like?
You can say our very own Cody
like
Ricci. He addressed to the decisions he made. Okay, I messed that up anyways. Sorry.
Forgot what it was. Is it Doring?
Doring.
Doring. Oh, it's spelled.
That's okay. It took you a second to. What do we do?
Heather Daniels.
What did Heather ask?
I love the season of fall because there's just so many colors and...
This program was produced by ZTV at the University of Akron. To find out how you can make Emmy-winning media, visit the UA School of Communication online. ZTV. Make media. Make a difference.